This is really happening. The once booming EV industry is facing a harsh new reality. Years of growth have been replaced by a dramatic market slowdown. Companies are engaged in a fierce price war, desperately slashing prices to keep their doors open. The result? Huge financial losses. To survive, they're cutting costs wherever possible. And sadly, the workforce is taking the hit. That's right, thousands of jobs are being cut across the EV market. And in today's episode, we will explore some of the major examples of these devastating layoffs, revealing the reality of the EV industry's downturn. Rivian. Rivian has recently announced a reduction of about 1% of its workforce. This marks the second wave of job cuts for the company within the year, signaling a strategic move to decrease costs amidst a slowdown in the EV market. The decision comes after a previous 10% workforce reduction in February, following a production forecast for 2024 that fell short of expectations. The company, which had a headcount of 16,790 employees at the end of last year, is taking these steps as part of a broader effort to become gross margin positive by year's end. Rivian's cost-cutting measures include in-house manufacturing of certain parts and renegotiating supply contracts. Also, the company has paused its production line for upgrades aimed at improving efficiency. In a move to adapt to the current economic climate, Rivian introduced the R2 SUVs, a smaller and more affordable option compared to its R1S SUVs and R1T pickup trucks. The production of these new models will take place at Rivian's existing U.S. factory, a decision that is expected to expedite delivery times and save the company over $2 billion. However, Rivian's shares experienced a significant drop, reaching a record low amid growing concerns over consumer sentiment towards EVs. This trend is not isolated to Rivian. The entire EV industry is facing challenges. These developments reflect a broader industry shift as companies strive to stimulate demand and manage expenses in a market that is becoming increasingly competitive and cost-sensitive. Rivian's upcoming first-quarter results, set to be released on May 7, will provide further insights into the company's financial health and its response to the evolving EV market. General Motors. GM is also facing a significant shift as it prepares to lay off around 1,300 workers from its Michigan plants. The Orion Assembly and Lansing Grand River Assembly plants are the ones affected by this change. This decision comes on the heels of GM's announcement to postpone the production of electric pickup trucks to 2025. The Orion plant, which is known for producing the Chevrolet Bolt EV and Bolt EUV crossover, will see 945 of its employees affected by the layoffs. Meanwhile, the Lansing Assembly plant will have to let go of 369 employees. These layoffs are a direct result of the delay in the production of new electric vehicles like the Chevrolet Silverado EV and GMC Sierra EV. GM has clarified that the postponement is not linked to the recent United Auto Workers strike, which was a significant event in the U.S. automotive sector. The company has reached out to the union, which represents the workers, to discuss the implications of the layoffs. Despite the layoffs, GM remains optimistic about finding job opportunities for those impacted, in line with the UAW-GM National Agreement. The Lansing Grand River Assembly will continue its production of the Cadillac CT4 and CT5 models. For those laid off at the Orion plant, GM is looking to provide alternative opportunities within Michigan, including positions at Factory Zero in Detroit-Hamtramck. The situation at GM is indicative of the broader challenges facing the electric vehicle market. There has been an increase in discounts for EVs, suggesting a decrease in demand, contrary to the previously anticipated growth of the sector. This trend is not isolated to GM. Other automakers like Ford are also implementing cost-cutting measures, including layoffs at their electric vehicle centers. Fisker, another EV startup, is facing a critical juncture. The company has had to make the difficult decision to lay off a significant portion of its workforce. This move is part of a broader effort to secure the company's future, whether through additional funding, a potential buyout, or even preparing for bankruptcy. The situation became apparent when employees were asked to work from home on a Wednesday, a request that was out of the ordinary and raised suspicions among the staff. The layoffs were then confirmed during a company-wide meeting the following morning. Henrik Fisker, the founder and CEO, informed the team that the investor to whom the company is indebted, along with the chief restructuring officer, had recommended further reductions in staff. While the identity of the investor behind the convertible debt investment remains undisclosed, Henrik Fisker mentioned Heights Capital Management in the context of the layoffs. The workforce at Fisker has been dwindling, with estimates suggesting that only about 150 employees remain after the latest cuts. The company had previously announced a 15% reduction in February and had 1,135 employees as of mid-April. However, the exact number of employees after subsequent layoffs in late April and May is not clear. John Digonago, the restructuring officer, had warned that more than 300 workers might be laid off by late June if the company failed to meet its operating cash requirements. Despite these challenges, Henrik Fisker maintained a tone of resolve, emphasizing the company's achievements and its commitment to continue selling its sole EV model, the Ocean SUV. The layoffs have been a shock to many employees, with some finding out through the loss of access to company services, like Microsoft Teams or Outlook. Official termination notices followed, offering a week's severance. The news spread across LinkedIn, with affected employees sharing their experiences. This period of layoffs comes after Fisker has already faced several months of difficulties, and it's been less than a year since the company started delivering the Ocean SUV. The future of Fisker hangs in the balance as it navigates through these tough times, with the hope of rebounding and continuing its mission in the EV industry. And finally, the god of market, Tesla. Tesla, the EV giant, has been a name synonymous with innovation and growth. The company, known for its cutting-edge technology and sustainable transport solutions, had seen its workforce swell to an impressive 140,000. Yet, the industry is facing a downturn, and Tesla is not immune to these market forces. For the first time in a long while, Tesla is experiencing financial losses on its EVs. The company, headquartered in Austin, is navigating through tough times. To counter these challenges, Tesla has made a tough call to reduce its workforce by 10%. This decision translates to about 14,000 employees being let go. The impact of this reduction is widespread, affecting every Tesla plant, with a significant number of layoffs in the U.S. Texas is experiencing the largest cut, with 3,332 jobs being eliminated. California is not far behind with 2,688 layoffs, and Nevada and Buffalo are also feeling the effects with 700 and 285 job losses, respectively. The situation is not just confined to the U.S. Tesla's international operations are also facing setbacks. In China, where sales have plummeted by 43%, Tesla is struggling against strong local competitors. This has led to a considerable number of job losses in the country. Germany, too, is witnessing job cuts, with around 400 positions being eliminated. Adding to the company's woes is the departure of several key executives. The loss of leaders such as Drew Bellino, Ron Patel, Rebecca Tanucci, and Daniel Ho indicates a period of instability for Tesla. These exits suggest significant internal changes and possibly a shift in the company's strategic direction. Elon Musk has been in the news for the recent layoffs within the company. The job cuts have affected hundreds of employees across various departments. Over the last weekend, a number of Tesla staff received termination notices and took to LinkedIn to express their feelings and seek new opportunities. One former employee, Cameron Shralla, shared his thoughts on LinkedIn. He had been part of Tesla's factory software team for nearly 2 years. In his post, he mentioned that despite the unfortunate end of his tenure at Tesla, he remains proud of his contributions. Shralla described Tesla as a company that is selling magic, referring to its innovative products like robotaxis, autonomous robots, and futuristic vehicles. Stralla's post conveyed a sense of pride in Tesla's mission to innovate and create rather than destroy. He likened Tesla's offerings to a moon landing that one can experience in their own garage. He emphasized that Tesla's vision is one that includes and progresses with people, not one that leaves them behind. After the layoffs, Shralla plans to take some time off before embarking on his next venture. He expressed his passion for software development in dynamic manufacturing and his belief in the potential for significant advancements in this field. Shralla invited others to connect with him if they are looking for expertise in manufacturing software, highlighting his readiness to tackle new challenges. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and make sure to like this video. Also, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until then, keep exploring.